Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. I want to say all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Hakodash. Double honor to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Millstone. And salutations that I can push in this word. You know, staging honesty and hopeful, let constantly adorn. Shalom. My name is Korah Allah, and Lord willing, thanks for edifying the lesson. The verse I just read was Joel 3:10, which deals with prophecies. Now, before I go back into that verse, I want to read a little bit from this article that came out April 24th, 2024, which was yesterday. It says, supplemental bill becomes law, provides billions in aid for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. It says, President Joe Biden today signed into law a bill that provides much needed security assistance to American partners, including Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. It's going to make America safer. It's going to make the world safer. And it continues America's leadership in the world. It gives vital support to America's partners so that they defend themselves against threats to their sovereignty and the lives and freedom of their citizens. The security supplement, worth about $95 billion, is not just an investment in security of U.S. partners around the world, but also in U.S. security at home and abroad. If Putin triumphs in Ukraine, the next move of Russian forces could very well be a direct attack on NATO ally. We would have no choice but to come to their aid, just like our NATO allies came to our aid after the September 11th attack. In the security supplemental package is more than $60 billion for support to Ukraine. Biden said the assistance will begin to flow immediately, initially as part of a new package of security assistance through presidential drawdown authority, which involves military equipment pulled from existing U.S. inventory. We're going to begin sending in equipment to Ukraine for air defense munitions, for artillery, for rocket systems, and armored vehicles. The bill also includes some $14.1 billion for funding to support Israel, Biden said. Earlier this month, on April 13th, Iran and its proxy groups launched more than 300 airborne weapons at targets in Israel. The president said the U.S. remains committed to Israeli security. You can read the whole article for yourself. I'll put the link in the description. Again, it says, supplemental bill becomes law, provides billions in aid for Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan. So after reading the article, it brings me to Joel, the 3rd chapter. You know, and it's not that just that article. It's a lot of news concerning wartime situations. All right, so this is just one part dealing with mainly Ukraine and Russia, which also goes into Israel and Taiwan. But this is Joel 3:9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, that all the men of war draw near. And we see these things happening now. Like I stated earlier, through the Spirit, in the article you read it, with Israel, with Taiwan, and with Ukraine. See, the men of war are preparing themselves. Now you have American allies and NATO preparing men of war, right? Setting up their military equipment. Joel 3:10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, which pruning hooks and plowshares are tools for agriculture. You know, but now in other words, you don't see the money going towards things of agriculture. You don't see the money going towards repairs like bridges and tunnels, subways and things like that, buildings. You don't see them erecting buildings. All right, you don't see the money being sent for schools. The money's being used for strictly war and transporting weapons and ammunition. Okay, even if you were into construction and you dug trenches to put in pipes, or you dug trenches to to put in wires, cables, or whatever, they're gonna have to use that skill on the battlefield. Because when you dig those trenches in the trench war, they will have someone there to make sure the trench doesn't collapse on you. So they have to put some support up, like a walls on the trenches. Okay, either when it's called shoring or sloping. You know, so it would be men with specific skills that could be used on the battlefield. All right, so all the skills, you know, it's not gonna go towards money in your pockets, or if you're making money, it's gonna be something you're doing for the war. If you fly planes, instead of flying passengers, you'd be flying, military men. You'd be flying equipment. Okay, because and definitely that draft, a draft is definitely coming. So regular, everyday citizens that think that they have a good job, the military is going to end up, or your governments is going to end up utilizing what you know for wartime situations. It says Joel 3:10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Because these nations that are supposed to be weak, now they're strong. Why? Because they have mainly the nuclear technology. And also a lot of these nations are backed by stronger nations like Russia, mainly Russia, okay, and China, which have those nuclear technologies, and they also have a strong military. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathens, and gather yourselves together round about, thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. And the mighty ones are going into the angels. All right, because while those angels will be also fighting, burning up Esau with those lasers and those blasts from those chariots of the Heavenly Father, the so-called UFOs. This is Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void. So if the Lord ordained these things to happen, which he did, so it's going to happen. And it went through his mouth by way of the prophets out there in the highways and byways, bringing out scriptures week in, week out, online, and however means. It says, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing wherefore I sent it, and we're seeing the prophecies manifest themselves. So Lord, was the edifying lesson. I want to say once again, all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Hakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, bishops, and elders, great millstone, and salutations that I can push in this word. And I'll say, honestly, the hopeful elect, Shalom.